Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, my dear viewers. The end is here for Miss Grand International 2025, and I believe right now the ladies are on the edge, literally thinking, wondering, envisioning what is going to happen and who is going to be crowned the new Miss Grand International 2025. Now on this video, my dear viewers, I am going to give you my final top 20 predictions of the Miss Grand International 2025. Who do I think is going to be in that top 20? In no particular order. So if your country is not in the top 20, don't get pissed. You can also give me your top 20 in the comment section down below. And remember, this is not factual, it's just predictions. It could be or it could not be. So without further ado, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate having you back on the channel. Remember to like the video, it helps the channel, and also remember to comment on the comment section below. It also helps the algorithm to push the video to other viewers just like you. So without further ado, without wasting anybody's time, let's get right into these final top 20 predictions, and you will not believe who is in my top 5. Let's get right into it. At number 20, we have Miss Grand International Vietnam. Now, I know Miss Grand International Vietnam hasn't been having that much of a buzz, that much of, coverage on the social media, on the fan pages and all that. But to me, I think she is one of the contestants from Asia who has literally tried her level best to stand out. And she really did it for me during the preliminaries when she presented herself, the way she carried herself, the way she moved, the way she was very confident. She looks like she is one of those girls who really wants it. She looks like she's one of those girls who is very self-aware, very beautiful. The gown that she wore, actually everything that she has been wearing has been amazing. I loved the way she walked the runway with that beautiful dress during the preliminaries and all the other times when they walked the runway. I think Miss Grand Vietnam will definitely make it in that top 20. She is beautiful and very deserving. At number 19, we have Miss Grand Laos. Now, Miss Grand Laos is also one of those girls who is on that spectrum of not having that much of a big, support, that much of a coverage. She doesn't have that big momentum like some of the other girls, but Miss Grand Laos, to me personally, she has managed to really get into under my skin, and I have literally ended up liking her. I think she is one of those girls who really did so well during the prelims. She looked beautiful. I loved the gown that she was wearing. I loved the consistency of the presentation and of the performance during the prelims. And I think that will make a great top 20 contestant in this year, because the batch this year is very, very strong. And I think she deserves to be in the top 20 predictions. Also, I think it also goes to the way she carries herself. Miss Grand Laos is one of those girls who carries herself with a lot of confidence, a lot of self-aware, a lot of, energy, very consistent, very beautiful. And I think she also has that grand factor to her that I think helps her to stand out in this crowd of 2025. I hope it makes sense. Number 18, we have Miss Grand Martinique. Now, Miss Grand Martinique, she is one of those girls who has been very consistent also. If you look at her presentation from the beginning of the competition, even before they went to Thailand, it was very beautiful. The way she carries herself, the way she carries her country's flag, the way she is very passionate about Martinique, the way she just speaks, the way she moves on stage, her beautiful melanin skin also helps her to stand out all the time. I think she is also one of those girls who will make it in that top 20 because of the consistency of the presentation and of the performance during the beginning towards the end of the competition. She is one of the girls who has been standing out to me every time those girls come onto the camera. I loved everything that she was wearing during the preliminaries. I loved the swimsuit performance. I loved the nightgown performance, and I loved the way she presents her country with a little bit different from the way the other girls do it, with a lot of energy, but she just goes on and gives you a softer touch to the presentation of the country. And I think Miss Grand Martinique is beautiful, very, very elegant, very, very upshalon. She is just amazing, and I love to watch her, and I really wish she ends up in that top 20 to really give Martinique that shine this year that they literally deserve in 2025. At number 17, we have Miss Grand Nepal. Now, Miss Grand Nepal is also one of those girls who is not really like seen as a top 20 contender, but I think for me, she should be in that top 20 because something about her just excites me. This is my personal view. I know she is not extremely beautiful, she's not the best walker, she's not the best talker, but there is something about Miss Grand Nepal that stands out every time she walks on stage, every time she speaks. I think she really speaks to me personally as an individual, as a fan, and as a viewer from the other side of the world. I really like her. I really love the way she presents herself. I love the way she carries herself. I love everything she's been wearing, and I love that also her country is trying their level best to what is the right word, to really, support her in every way that they can. And I think that's a very beautiful thing to see. Miss Grand Nepal also deserves to be in that top 20, and I hope she really makes it in that top 20 tomorrow night eventually, if the stars align, because I think personally she has an amazing aura to her that I would really love to see during the final night on stage. Number 16 is Miss Grand Paraguay. Now, Miss Grand Paraguay, first of all, it's the way her body is structured by the gods. She has a very different type of body compared to the other ladies. She is extremely beautiful. She looks good in every time they put on the makeup on her. It really blends in with her looks. She looks amazing, very confident, very beautiful, outstanding most of the time. I loved the way she walked and presented herself during the preliminaries, and also during the other times the ladies were given a chance to showcase themselves to the fans and the judges and all the Miss Grand organization and all those things. I think Miss Grand Paraguay for me is one of the girls who literally tried her level best to stand out in this year's batch, and I think she managed in my perspective because she is beautiful, she is eloquent, she is likable, and I think she's very approachable, and she has that type of beauty that has a little bit Miss Grand touch to it. She has that prototype grand beauty that I see in her, and I believe she should make it in the final top 20 when it comes to the final night. She is elegant, she is beautiful, and I hope she wears something extremely elegant if she makes it to that final nightgown competition. Number 15 is Miss Grand Colombia. Now, Miss Grand Colombia, first of all, the dress that she wore during the preliminaries was outstanding. The color patterns, everything was in the right place. I love the way she presents herself. I also love that her country is really pushing her, and you can really see that Miss Grand Colombia has been really preparing and working extremely hard for this competition. She is extremely beautiful, that is very obvious, but the way she moves, the way she poses, the way she engages with the other ladies, and I love that the ladies from the Latina countries have that beautiful relationship with one another, and I think Colombia is one of the girls who is literally standing out in this year's batch. As we all know, Colombia is a search factor country. Like, they've been sending contestants in Miss Grand competition who are extremely beautiful, and I think this year is no exception. They sent a contestant who is extremely beautiful, extremely prepared, and extremely ready to wear the golden crown. Will the stars align? We are yet to see during the final night, but in my perspective and in my opinion, I think Miss Grand Colombia deserves to enter that final top 20 on the final night because she just has that grand aura to her, and I think she has also been extremely consistent. If you watch the performance from the moment they arrived in Thailand to the moment the final night is coming towards us, I think Colombia is one of the girls who has been extremely consistent, extremely beautiful, extremely prepared, and extremely grand worthy. Number 14, we have Miss Grand Spain. Now, Miss Grand Spain did not come to play games in this year's competition. She came to Thailand to win the Golden Crown for Europe and for her country, Spain. I love everything that she has been doing. I love the preparation. I loved the rollout towards her coming to Thailand. I love that her country also supports her extremely well. I love that the fans love her. I think Spain also is one of the girls who should make it to that final top 20. She has the wardrobe down, she has the looks down, she has the makeup game down, she looks beautiful, she is just outstanding, she looks amazing in photographs, she looks amazing when she walks on the stage, she just looks amazing all the time. And I think Miss Grand International should really see her and look at her and really see a potential top 20 performer. I loved the way she performed during the preliminaries. It was beautiful, very, very beautiful. I think she is one of the girls who could literally make it to that final top 20 during the final night. I love Miss Grand Spain, and I hope she really surprises people during the final night and just goes all the way to that final top 10. Number 13 is Miss Grand Australia. Now, Miss Grand Australia wasn't really one of the girls who I saw as outstanding when the competition was beginning, but as the days went on, she really rubbed me the right way. I love the way she presents herself. I love her presentation, and I also enjoyed so much her preliminaries presentation. The swim was just amazing. She was glowing, she was excited, she was happy, she was jolly, she was bubbly, and that is what a Miss Grand should be. A Miss Grand is not only a beauty queen, but also an entertainer and also a person who just shares joy and is very jolly and all those things. And I think Miss Grand Australia did an amazing job during the preliminaries, and I think she should be on that final top 20 list because she has everything to go for in that final top 20. She has the hair, she has the looks, she has the performance, she knows how to walk, she knows how to pose, and I think the Miss Grand organization judges should really look at her. And I also liked the way she talked during the indoor, what are those called again? The closed door interviews. She did also very beautifully, and I think she should just end up in that final top 20. Beautiful, confident, consistent, and all those things. She is an amazing contestant, ladies and gentlemen, and I think Miss Grand Australia deserves a spot in that final top 20. Number 12, we have Miss Grand Czech Republic. Miss Grand Czech Republic, first of all, during the preliminaries, she really showed the world and the grand and the universe and all those things at large that she is in it to win it. The way she walked on stage, the gown that she wore during the preliminaries is outstanding without doubt. Beautiful, very confident, very outstanding, very aware of herself, very intentional when she moves. I love the way she poses. I love the way she strikes a pose. She's always giving you ready for a close-up. I love that she comes out as very confident and as very aware with whatever she is doing. Like, she doesn't look like she is shocked or she is doing it just in the moment. You can see this girl prepared everything that she has been doing on stage, and that is what I love about Miss Grand Czech Republic. Put aside the obvious beauty that she has been blessed by God, she is extremely beautiful, extremely outstanding. She has that wow factor to her beauty, and during the preliminaries, she really showed us that the wow factor is no game, but it is there for a reason. When she came on the stage during the preliminaries, you could literally see an outstanding contestant. You could obviously see a top 20 finalist. And I believe Miss Grand Czech Republic is one of those girls who is an obvious top 20 placement contender in 2025. I am just wishing her all the best when it comes to the final night. Number 11, we have Miss Grand Brazil. Now, Miss Grand Brazil was in my radar before even they went on to Thailand, because I followed her when she was leaving Brazil, coming to Thailand. I was really going through her page and things like that. I love her sash, by the way, her original home sash. Beautiful. She is one of those girls who is extremely beautiful, but also extremely prepared. Now, her national costume has to be the best national costume this year, hands down, because it is extremely different, extremely new, and extremely creative. Like, it was a two-faced costume. It was giving you mask, it was giving you a male face, and she was giving you a woman beautiful face. Miss Grand Brazil deserves a spot in that top 20 on the final night. Not only is she a consistent performer, but she is a beautiful woman who is very prepared, very elegant, very outstanding, and the aura is there. She has the aura of a grand contestant, and she has the essence of a top 20 finalist. I hope the judges see what I have been seeing in Miss Grand Brazil, because the hair, the look, the body, the smile, the beauty, everything just falls in the right place. And I hope the judges really consider all those things and place her in that final top 20. At number 10, we have Miss Grand Dominican Republic. Now, Miss Grand Dominican Republic is one of my obvious favorites. She has been my favorite ever since she was competing in her home country. She is extremely outstanding. She's very tall, very beautiful. She is very outstanding, and let me tell you something, her wardrobe game is on another level. She is literally one of those fashion girls of the season. She has been wearing very fierce costumes left and right. Every time she walks on the scene, you would literally notice her that this is Miss Grand Dominican Republic. Obviously, she is not the best in English, just like myself, but put that aside there. Obviously, they will have translators in that competition. She has the beauty of a Miss Grand top 20 finalist. She has the beauty, she has the consistency, she has the aura, she has the essence, she has the work to prove it, she has the she has the everything. She has been doing everything right from the moment she arrived in Thailand. During the preliminaries, she was a literary Miss Grand logo. She looked extremely beautiful in that gown. The swimsuit performance, no doubt, she just nailed it. I love that she knows how to walk extremely well. I love that she is very confident. And another thing I like about Miss Grand Dominican Republic, she is not a shy, fierce queen. She is always intentional. Like when she walks, when she poses, even when she is in a group photograph, you will literally notice her. Obviously, she is very tall, very beautiful. Those factors play in it, but still, it's that inner thing that a woman must have to really love and accept herself and really know that I am outstanding regardless of what. And I think she is one of those girls who has that thing to themselves that they know they are beautiful, they are outstanding. Probably she even tells herself all the time, which also might help in the way she comes off towards the fans and things like that. I love Miss Grand Dominican Republic, and she is one of my ultimate favorites, and I will not mind if she makes it to the top 5 during the final night. Number 9 is Miss Grand Tanzania 2025. Now, Miss Grand Tanzania 2025 came in as a surprise to many because Tanzania is not one of those countries who is extremely known for pageantry. They have never placed in Miss Grand International, but I believe this year is the year for Miss Grand Tanzania. Why am I saying it is the year? Because first of all, she is extremely prepared. This young woman has prepared herself to the T. She has done the homework, she has done the wardrobe check, she has really done the hair check, the nails, the shoes, the walk, the poses. Every time Miss Grand Tanzania steps on the scene, she is outstanding. She is beautiful. Let me tell you something, the way she uses that big hair to really show out and show off when she is among the batch of the women really tells you that she really knew what she was doing preparing with that type of hair. And the other thing I like about Miss Grand Tanzania of 2025 is she comes off as very authentic. Authenticity is key in everything that a person does, and I think she really managed to tap into her authenticity. She is just herself. You cannot tell me that Miss Grand Tanzania is acting or trying to be a person who she is not. That is her, the way she speaks, the way she is just a girl who is following her dream, trying to make her country proud. And I love her, and I am so proud being a Tanzanian myself to see that for the first time in a long time, my country is having a representative who is not only outstanding but very deserving to be in the top 20, and she could even be in the top 5, and I will not complain because she has all those things going for her. The indoors interviews, she did amazing. The swimsuit, the preliminaries, everything. Miss Grand Tanzania has what it takes to make it all the way to that top 5, and she is a top 20 contestant. At number 8, we have Miss Grand Venezuela. Now, Miss Grand Venezuela is one of those girls who has been an obvious pick to win the crown in 2025. Why? It is very obvious. She has all the things that a Miss Grand is supposed to have. She has the beauty, first of all. She's extremely beautiful. Her beauty is very outstanding, and I think she knows it, and she knows how to play around with it and really, use it to her advantage every time she steps on the scene. Another thing about her is her wardrobe game. She knows how to dress extremely well. She looks amazing every time she comes on the scene. She really did a wardrobe check. She prepared herself all the way from Venezuela coming to Thailand. And I think, as we all know, Venezuela is a powerhouse with no doubt. Like, they send the girls who are always meant to win the crown. And I think in 2025, it is no exception. The contestant that they have sent in 2025 is extremely outstanding and very much deserving of a top 20 placement. She is beautiful. She has been consistent all the way from the beginning towards the end of the competition. And I love the way she did her presentation during the preliminaries. She looked beautiful, very confident, very self-aware, and very Miss Grand-like, which is very important. And I believe Miss Grand Venezuela should be in that final top 20. Number 7, we have Miss Grand Ecuador. Now, Miss Grand Ecuador, first of all, her beauty, ladies and gentlemen, is outstanding. Miss Grand Ecuador has that type of beauty that is undeniable. Extremely beautiful. And the other thing that I think should really put her in that final top 20 is the consistency. She has been extremely consistent from the beginning of the competition towards the end. Very consistent, very outstanding. Every time she walks on the scene, I notice her. Every time she walks, I am excited. Every time she speaks, I love her. Every time she just appears on my social media timeline, I'm like, oh, Miss Grand Ecuador is serving looks. She would obviously make it in that top 5 during the final night because she has been doing everything in the right way. Hasn't missed a beat, hasn't lost a moment. She has been using everything that she is good at to her advantage, which is very, very important in these competitions. And I think Miss Grand Ecuador should and will be in that final top 25 when it comes to the final night. Not only because she's just beautiful and all those things I have just mentioned, but because I like her, obviously. At number 6, we have Miss Grand Peru, who has been outstanding, my dear viewers. If you have looked at her journey, she got an injury, but she did not give up. She has been working extremely hard, going on the runway in a wheelchair, working on the runway with, an injury. She has been doing the level best. Now, that doesn't mean that we are pitting her. That's why we're putting her in the top 20. No. She has been working extremely hard. She has the beauty. She has been very consistent even with the injury. She has been, showing up, working, showing that she is ready to win, showing that she's in it. She's not ready to give up. And that really sets her apart from most of the ladies, because I don't think every contestant would really just get an injury and decide, like, I want to stay in the competition, I want to continue on this journey to becoming the next Miss Grand International. But when she got the injury, she did not give up. It did not remove her morale. It just kept her going, which tells you that she might be the right winner, because regardless of any situation, she will not, slow down. She will just keep going regardless, as long as she is up for the job. I love Miss Grand Peru. I love everything she has been wearing. I think her wardrobe is amazing. Her confidence is outstanding. Her beauty is obvious. I think she deserves to be in this top 20, and I hope the stars align for her during the final night and they place her in that final top 20. And I would not mind if Miss Grand Peru reaches even in the top 10. I just like her. She looks amazing, and I wish her all the best, and I'm really sorry about the injury. At number 5, I have Miss Grand Philippines and Miss Grand Indonesia. Now, this is a tie for me because I think these two women from Asia have really managed to really stand out. Let's first begin with Miss Grand Indonesia. Miss Grand Indonesia could and will probably win the crown because she has something to her that is very outstanding. She is very likable. She is very engaging. She is very nice to look at, and she is a very good performer. Like, she knows how to walk, she knows how to speak, she knows how to really entertain, she knows how to capture the crowd's attention. Let me tell you something, my dear viewers. Miss Grand Indonesia is the girl to watch during the final night. If I was like, putting my money down, I would put it on Miss Grand Indonesia also, because she is one of the girls who has been extremely consistent and extremely working hard very, very much during this competition. I'm not saying the other girls are not working hard, but like when it comes to her, I've really seen that she has that drive to her that I like. It's just something that I've seen and I've liked about her. And I believe she deserves a spot in the final top 20 because she has all the B's. Like she has beauty, she has brains, she has business, she has all those B's that the Grand people want. I believe Miss Grand International Indonesia has what it takes to enter the final top 20 because she has all those things that they need, and I believe she would do great for the organization if they put her even in that final top 5 or even win the crown. I will not be mad because I think she has that winner vibe to her. Then at number 5 also we have Philippines. Now Miss Grand Philippines is one of the girls who is looked at as a winner. Now if she wins, it will be a back-to-back for the Philippines, which will be good news for the Philippines. But I think she's going to need a very strong fight during the final night to win that crown, because these girls from other countries have really brought their A game this year. Like you can see, even when it comes to the votes, the other girls are voting more than the Philippines, which obviously the Philippines, we all look at the Philippines as that pageantry destination whereby the whole country supports and love their contestants. But this year I think the votes weren't coming in. But put the votes aside, when it comes to the performance of this beautiful queen from the Philippines, it has been 10 out of 10. Beautiful, very confident. I love the way she walks. I love the way she dresses herself. She has that wardrobe packed in. And I love the way she really did a photo shoot for almost everything that she has been wearing, giving us the fans, a chance to dissect and enjoy whatever they are posting online, which is very important. So to Miss Grand Philippines, I believe she would literally make it to that top 5 and even to that final top 2 if she gives a strong fight, because she has everything that a contestant would need to win the golden crown. She has the country, which is Philippines, good for business. She has the beauty, which is very obvious. She has the look, she has the wardrobe, she has the passion, she has the drive, she has the performance, and she has the presentation, and she has the Miss Grand aura to her. Now, will she win the competition? We are going to know in the final night. But do I think she might win? Probably she might, or she might not win. But I think she is one of the obvious standouts in 2025. Like literally, a beautiful contestant from the Philippines is obvious, but I think for her, she comes off as a very prepared queen and very ready to wear that crown for her country in the second time. At number 4, I have on Miss Grand Thailand. Now, Miss Grand Thailand, her presentation is the best so far. When she moves, when she walks, and I love that she is the host and she is very engaging and very good to the other ladies. I love that about her. She is very engaging, very approachable, very nice, and very kind to the other women from the other countries. But to put all those things aside, this queen has beauty. She is beautiful, she is confident, she is ready to win. She won the national competition, which was a very hard competition on its own. Going to Miss Grand International, these ladies come from their home countries who have been preparing, some for even more than 1 year. But she has managed to stand out. Even if she is at home, she has that advantage of the crowd cheering for her, people celebrating her and all those things. But let me tell you something, she works extremely hard. And I think during the preliminaries, she is one of the few contestants who really sold their garment to the fans, like personally. Put aside the way she was walking, giving us facial expressions and all those things. It's the way she sold the look, the way she moved. She moved like an otherworldly creature coming onto the planet and showing us her beauty. Miss Grand Thailand is also one to watch when it comes to the final night, because she is one of those girls who will snatch the crown under these other ladies without even them noticing it. At number 3, I have Miss Grand Mexico. Now, I don't have many things to say about Miss Grand Mexico, just perfection. This queen is beautiful. Her beauty is outstanding. Her beauty is unique. She's not the obvious grand type of beauty, but she really has that aura to her that places her up on a pedestal in this year's batch. It's the way she comes off, very confident, very aware, and also I love that she wears things that really make her look extremely good. Like, I think when they were doing a wardrobe check and wardrobe trying things left and right, they really, leaned into the things that she felt extremely confident and extremely empowered and extremely beautiful when she was wearing. Because Miss Grand Mexico, every time she has been walking on the stage, to me personally, I think she has been outstanding. That is the word I would just use for Miss Grand Mexico. She has been outstanding, very, very beautiful, and I love her consistency. She has not lost the momentum. She has been going on the same level from the beginning of the competition, even towards the end, which is extremely important on its own. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Grand Mexico is my number 3. For the reason because I think this woman is just outstanding. That is the word I'm going to say. Miss Grand Mexico is outstanding. At number 2, it's going to be Miss Grand Ghana. Now, Miss Grand Ghana, for me, I reached at a time where I felt like she was overqualified for Miss Grand when she was doing the presentation during the indoors interviews. This lady has really prepared herself to the final dot. Like, she sat down with her team and they prepared how she's going to maneuver herself from the beginning of the competition towards the end and end up wearing the golden crown. Wardrobe, check. Look, check. Unique hairstyle, check. Confidence, check. Authenticity, very authentic. Although sometimes she comes off a little bit disconnected from the Ghanaian people, I don't know why I think of that all the time. Like, every time I look at her, I don't see Ghana. Do I make a point for people from Ghana? But still, she won from Ghana, and she has that thing to her that really screams preparation, screams consistency, screams Miss Grand International 2025. This queen from Ghana, she is amazing. If you watched the indoors interviews, the way she was just explaining herself with her board and her big hoodie, you would literally tell yourself that this could be a great, a great ambassador for this organization. She is a musician. She sings extremely well. She is very aware of herself. She's extremely educated. You can tell that Miss Grand Ghana was picked from her home country, not just to come and show off the country for no reason. She was picked for the purpose of winning the golden crown. Like, they really chose her because they saw that this woman will bring the golden crown back home to Ghana. And I agree with that. She has all those things that a Miss Grand International could have. And you should remember, her national director is the former Miss Grand International, I think in 2000 and I can't remember the year, but the first black Miss Grand International from USA. She is her national director. So she obviously knew what she was doing, picking her as their winner of 2025. And hello, she is in Thailand, slaying the game, obviously standing out and definitely winning the golden crown during the final night. And finally, my number 1 pick is Miss Grand Guatemala. I know she might not be your cup of tea. I agree. She is not everyone's favorite, but if you're to ask me, I think the golden crown would look definitely beautiful on Miss Grand Guatemala's head. Miss Grand Guatemala has the Miss Grand energy to her. She has that striking beauty. She has that business beauty. She just has the Miss Grand tick, tick, tick to her. She walks extremely well. She dresses extremely well. She knows how to pose. She is very aware of herself. She speaks extremely well. I saw she did an interview with some blogger. She speaks extremely well. And I like that she is one of those girls who doesn't come off as a show-off, but comes off as a very authentic contestant who believes in whatever she is doing. She doesn't come off as I know what I'm doing and I'm going to show it to you all. She just comes off as a queen who is in it to win it, but also have fun. I love Miss Grand Guatemala and I would be excited and I would sit on the roof if she wins the golden crown during the final night. To me personally, She has the things that a Miss Grand should have, like most of the other girls I've mentioned have. But I pick her as my number one pick because, first of all, I like her. And this is my predictions. So I like her, first of all. She is beautiful, obviously. She has all those things that the Miss Grand International Organization need. But she also has the obvious look of a Miss Grand International of 2025. So there you have it, my dear viewers, my final top 20 predictions of the Miss Grand International 2025. Let me know in the comments if we differ, if your list is a little bit different from mine. I will not mind, but don't get pissed if your country is not on the list. Be sure to like the video, my dear viewers. It helps the channel. And also just comment on the comment section below. It also helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. And until next time, my dear viewers, always remember to stay fierce and fabulous, and do take care of yourselves. Ciao.